Hello, my friends, and welcome to another Devotional Connection. I was sitting here reading through some 1 Corinthians and studying Paul, and I don't know how I get to the things that I do. I was looking at Paul and going off of 1 Corinthians 3:18 and 20. Let no one deceive himself. If anyone among you thinks that he is wise in this age, let him become a fool that he may become wise. The wisdom of this world is folly with God. For it is written, He catches the wise in their craftiness. And again, the Lord knows the thoughts of the wise. And it continues on. And I'm reading through some of the Corinthians, and all of a sudden, I have a thought. I remember when the first time I met one of my best friends, my sister's ex-husband, Robert Vance. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago. And I miss him. I do. And I was thinking about him and how we met. I was at Bethel, Seventh-day Adventist Church in California. We had AY. We had been in church all day. And the sun had set, the Sabbath was over. And after AY, we broke out the basketballs and started playing in our gym that was behind our sanctuary. I see, as the game's going on between me and some of the guys who are very competitive, I see this short, thick guy in the corner, and definitely a football player. And him and his family are just standing in the corner watching. And I could see his eyes light up at every move, every pass, every time we scored. And I'm looking at his face, and he wanted to play. And I know he wanted to play. But we were in the middle of a game, and it was a very highly contested game. And so seeing the joy on his face of just watching us, I hadn't met him, I didn't talk to him, but I grabbed the rebound, stopped the game, and said, "Hey man, you want to play?" And his eyes got big, and he just kind of looked at me and nodded. And I said, "My name's Eddie." He said, "I'm Robert." And his mother and father were there, and his sister was there. And I said, "Hey everybody, Robert's playing for me." And some of the guys were upset. "Wait a minute, it's a tie game. Let's finish the game first." And I said, "No, it's my ball. Either Robert plays or I take my ball and go home." And begrudgingly, they let Robert play. He didn't know a lick about how to play. He made one move and tried to shoot. I wound up taking 2 seconds and teaching him a dribble drop step, a move I've used my whole life, and told him to stick his butt out and make the move. And he did it. And he went to go play. And I watched. Him and I, from that moment, became fast friends for 20 years. And I thought about what God led my heart that day. I don't like it when people don't get a chance to play. If my rule in my home is everybody plays or nobody plays, it's as simple as that. And if we don't understand how to treat each other, then nobody gets to play. But I was thinking about what we use our authority for, what we use our power for. Do we use our power to include people or keep them out? Do we use our authority, our might, our strength to bring people to Jesus or to push them away? And I'm not trying to make a political statement. I'm not. I'm just asking the question, what do we use our knowledge, our gift, our insider information for? Are we helping people find Jesus, or are we pushing them further away? I understand there are some elements that we need to keep out of our church. I get it. There are some things that could derail the church completely. I fully understand. But let me tell you something, and you can go look it up for yourself. There were demons in the church during Jesus' time too. There were demons in the crowd trying to shut him up and make him stop speaking. My biggest fear isn't that demons get in the church. My biggest fear is that Jesus is not there. That's my biggest fear. That we've become a place that Jesus doesn't reside in anymore. Because where Jesus is, he'll shut the demons up. He'll clear the air. He'll make sure the culture of the place is set right. He'll make sure we're following in his footsteps. Where he is lifted up, all men will be drawn. I'm not afraid of demons getting in the church. I'm not afraid of foul elements getting in the church. What I'm afraid of is that Jesus wasn't there to begin with. Just my thoughts. Like I said, I don't know how I got there, but I was thinking, I, as a leader, a man of God, father, need to make sure that I am using every ounce of my strength to bring people to Jesus and let Jesus sort them out. I'll talk to you again soon.